Here's your weather video for this Sunday, May the 7th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and I just had to show you this video from one of my favorite websites, Virtual Railfan, last night. An intense supercell in northern Missouri produced incredible lightning, grapefruit-sized hail, and a couple of tornadoes. Just an amazing lightning display there at La Plata, Missouri. Last night, and it went on for hours. I'm recording this now just at midnight, and I tell you, it's still going on. Pretty amazing situation there. Just a big isolated supercell. We started off the day on Saturday with a big complex of thunderstorms moving along the Gulf Coast, brought high winds to the New Orleans area. Sort of petered out as it moved into the Alabama coastal range there. Only a few showers for parts of Washington, Mobile, and Baldwin counties. Additional storms formed behind it, moved through the New Orleans area, but they were shunted offshore during the afternoon. Then you see a big rash of thunderstorms there over northern Texas, southern Oklahoma, where they had a severe thunderstorm watch and several severe thunderstorm warnings. But you see that isolated supercell there. Northern Missouri, passed just to the north of La Plata. Had that beautiful view on Virtual Railfan. Watching the Amtrak train number 3, the westbound California Zephyr, is that right? No, I guess there it would be the Southwest Chief or the Chief. That train went right in front of that storm, just passing a few minutes in front of it. It must have been an incredible lightning display. But as we went on through the night, those storms moved into Illinois. There were additional storms in Indiana, and the strong complex there, North Texas into southern Oklahoma, actually sort of began to weaken, and it'll fall apart as it moves toward Alabama today. Now, this is the day 2, which would be the day 1 by the time you watch this. We'll see what the SPC does with it here in just a few minutes. But they're calling for a slight risk of severe weather today. Southeastern Nebraska, southern, southwestern Iowa, northwestern Missouri, with a large area there in the marginal risk. By Monday, that risk shifts a little bit southeast, there from south central Missouri over into southern Indiana, large boomerang-shaped marginal risk area there. But as we go out to the day 4 through 8 period, which will be the day 3 through 7 period, by the time you see this, the predictability is just too low. We're starting off in the 60s this morning across the entire area. Nice, warm, beautiful May morning going on. By the time we get toward the afternoon hours today, you're going to get quite toasty. A little summer preview. We see some of it today. High temperatures generally in the lower and middle 80s. Some of the south central Alabama or southern Alabama locations may actually get into the upper 80s. Now, this is the upper pattern across North America. This ridge over the eastern half of the United States is responsible for the warm weather. But in this flow, we can see some active disturbances and thunderstorm complexes. As we go through the early part of the week, we see that same pattern continuing. The ridge weakens a bit. We'll have lots of moisture, humidity over Alabama in the southeast. That means widely scattered showers and thunderstorms each day. And we're going to talk about Monday because I think Monday is going to be the interesting temperature forecast. As we see, we get into Thursday, the ridge is still there holding on. System in the Rockies, beginning to weaken and fall apart. Look at that heat ridge building over the Pacific Northwest and into western Canada. Temperatures by Friday and Saturday in western Canada around Calgary and Alberta are going to be running some 35 degrees above normal. They may see high temperatures well into the 80s by Saturday and Sunday. That'll be interesting. You see the ridge is still holding on for us. We kind of move back into a little northwesterly flow, though. But at the surface, as you'll see in a minute, the high pressure there to the east of us will sort of block anything from moving our way. This is precipitable water, percentage of normal, showing Alabama kind of dry early today, but moisture will be increasing. You see, as we get into Monday, lots of precipitable water over Alabama, and that's going to kind of hang out for a better part of the week until Wednesday. Look at there, kind of a backdoor cold front. We're no stranger to those in May, but it brings some drier air in from the northeast. And that may lessen our shower and thunderstorm chances as we get toward Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. As you see, Alabama remains quite dry into the weekend. This is the HRRR starting off 12Z this morning and showing that thunderstorm complex over Indiana, Illinois got its act together overnight. It drops down into Tennessee, weakening as it goes. The next disturbance comes in from the west, showers and thunderstorms over much of Tennessee. There during the afternoon hours. Those thunderstorms could get down into northeast Alabama, including the Tennessee Valley, during the early evening hours tonight. And again, you see yet another disturbance back to the west passing through Memphis. Some showers and thunderstorms there in central Mississippi. And as we go through time, I think that set of showers and thunderstorms may sort of blossom during the day on Monday. Look at that, fairly widespread showers and thunderstorms in the morning hours. They weaken and sort of move out of here by mid to late morning, but more showers and thunderstorms develop during the day. And if that happens, I think we could see cooler temperatures than what we've been portending. This is the GFS, our model of choice, early on this Sunday morning, showing showers and thunderstorms becoming more likely over Alabama tonight, and really tomorrow they'll become a little more widespread. That backs up the HRRR. Showers and thunderstorms likely again on Tuesday. It won't be an all-day washout. It'll be quite warm. High temperatures in the 80s, overnight lows in the 60s, as we are starting to feel like summer across Alabama. But look here, by Wednesday, that ridge of high pressure is beginning at the surface to flex its muscle and cover much of the eastern United States, including us in Alabama. So I see lesser storm chances by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A few showers and isolated showers and thunderstorms may show back up west of I-65 by late Friday afternoon, again on Saturday, and even as we get into Sunday. I think that's going to be where the greatest concentration of showers and thunderstorms will be. This is the Weather Prediction Center looking at our precipitation really over the next 5 days. Well, I guess that would be 7 days until next Saturday night. Rainfall amounts generally between a third of an inch and 1 inch, with some isolated higher amounts depending on where the showers and thunderstorms set up. We'll be watching that. Temperatures off the National Blend of Models. Monday, the only day calling into question. I'm going to call it 79 for the average high on Monday. Parts of South Alabama, South Central Alabama will get in the 80s anyway. Whether there's rain or thunderstorms. We'll tweak that forecast today. So I have notes on the blog, and we'll update you on the forecast before the noon hour. Temperatures are going to be in the 80s all of next week. We're going to be touching 90 by next weekend, potentially, with that ridge of high pressure building in. And then a little bit of a cool down as finally we get a little shot of cooler air coming in from the northeast. There by the 16th and 17th. Well, that's your weather video for this Sunday, May the 7th. I'll have, of course, as I said, notes on the blog, as we always do, and update on the forecast. James will be here 2 days tomorrow. Scott will see you next Saturday. I may not see you next Sunday. I may not be available. I have to talk to Scott about that. But until we get to talk again, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.